Give me part 7 now.
What?
Give me part 7 of the Jar series.
Oh, you want part 7 of the Jar series.
Right now.
Right now, okay. Well, lucky for you, I'm on spring break now, so I'll just get to recording right now.
You better.
I will. Please don't hurt me. I also have to ask if you're supporting the author of the series because, we love authors in this community.
Of course.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna start recording now. Bye. Okay, enjoy.
Nana!
Vicki hadn't even crossed the threshold of her son's home when she found herself with an armful of excited 5-year-old. Merry Christmas, darling girl.
Merry Christmas, Nana! Look! Uncle Sam bought me sunglasses just like yours!
She pointed at the glasses, keeping her brunette curls away from her face, just like Nikki does. Wonderful! You look just like me. She hasn't taken them off since last Saturday, so she wants to look just like you. You smiled as you made your way to her before finishing what you were saying. I can't say I blame her. You're the best role model she could possibly have. The older woman rolled her eyes and pulled you to her, hugging you close. I thought I told you not to suck up to me anymore. There's no need. I'm only stating facts, Nikki.
Where's my sweet little granddaughter?
Dom finally entered the house with Patty right behind him, arms open so Millie could jump right into them, which she obviously did.
Grandpa!
Hey, Pumpkin.
She put her arms around his neck and chatted about her new sunglasses and light-up shoes Harry had gotten her, while Dom supported her with an arm under her thighs, widening his eyes comically every time she said something particularly amazing.
Well, I'm starting to think I should have gone to church last Sunday even though we were sick.
Nuh-uh. Mommy always says that if we're sick, we have to stay home so that other people don't get sick because of us.
He laughed and set her down so he could greet you, leaving Millie with the perfect opportunity to drag Patty over to the trampoline so he could show her backflips and other fun stuff. Patty tried to stop her from screaming in delight before Harry heard them. They didn't need him to get hurt again.
Let me just say you look lovely, darling. That outfit really looks good on you.
You ducked your head bashfully and smiled. I wish I could take credit for it, but as always, it was Tom's choice. Nikki widened her eyes. All of it? All the way down to the makeup. He even chose glittery shoes and a fluffy dress so Millie would like it. And let me guess, his outfit matches yours perfectly. Indeed it does. You both laughed at his need to make you all match before moving to the kitchen where the boys were all engrossed in various activities. Sam was almost done with dessert, the entries already spread out on the dining room table, and the last of the main courses was almost done cooking. Tom and Harrison were sitting on opposite sides of the kitchen table, locked in a strangely serious arm wrestling match, the veins in their arms popping out while Harry watched from the middle, ready to call out the winner at any moment. Oh Lord, not this again. Dom bounded excitedly to the table, while Nikki only facepalmed. You boys should be old enough to stop this stupid contest now.
Can't. We're 4-4. We need a tiebreaker.
Their voices sounded strained from the effort, and you saw a bead of sweat travel down Tom's temple. Will someone please explain to me what exactly is going on here? You raised a brow at them, and Harry looked up briefly. Christmas arm wrestle. It's been going on since they were 14. Every year on Christmas Eve, they have a contest to see which one of them is strongest. They're currently tied, Tom being the defendant champion. And what does the winner get?
Bragging rights?
You rolled your eyes exasperatedly. Men. Boys, Nikki corrected. They aren't acting mature enough to be considered men. You sat down at the table nonetheless, chatting with Nikki and catching up on 2 weeks' worth of subjects. Oh, and Millie's starting ballet soon, you excitedly said, just as Tom slammed Harrison's hand on the table. Cheers erupted all around. Really? Neither of you cared about the men's victory. Yeah, she met a little boy whose mother is a ballerina, and he showed her a few steps. She fell in love with it, and she'll start in a few weeks at the same school he goes. She seemed as delighted as you, eyes sparkling happily. Oh, that's just wonderful. Tom used to do ballet, but he stopped during his teenage years. You nodded at that. He told her. It made her even more excited that she could be just like him. What's the name of the studio? It's the Eternal Flames Dance Studio. The teacher's name is Kate Blanchett. She was a sweetheart and Millie loved her from the start. Oh, we were going to put Tom there as well, but they didn't have any spots left. I've never heard of a Kate Blanchett before. She must be new. You nodded in acknowledgement and kept talking about the new book you just read until Sam called everyone to eat. And then the madness moved to the dinner table.
A bird! A plane! A flying car! An angel! Yes! Points for us!
Harry cheered and added a point to his team, making the other members pout. The team consisted of Harry, Patty, Millie, and Nikki, versus you, Sam, Tom, and Haz, while Dom was the moderator. It was currently 5-3, Millie's team in the lead.
How is that an angel? That looks nothing like one.
Tom protested. He was very competitive.
Don't be a sore loser, Daddy.
His jaw dropped and he looked at the little brunette.
Game's not over yet. I can still beat you.
You could, if you were good at this game.
Who taught you to be this sassy?
You did.
All right, point taken.
You giggled and knocked your shoulder against his. I told you not to spoil her. Now go on, it's your turn to draw. Nikki suddenly spoke up. Why are there jars above the fireplace?
It's like stockings, but better because jars are glittery and they have bows.
She raised her brow and looked over to Tom.
Hey, don't look at me. Star's the one that got her addicted to those jars.
It's useful and cute.
These jars are everywhere. It's messy.
You want to talk about messy? Why don't you show us your office, Thomas? Huh? Why don't you? He promptly shut up and drew another card from the stack, pen in hand so he could keep the game going. Nikki leaned across the table, separating you, and high-fived you. Okay, Christmas songs. You smirked mischievously from your place at the piano and started to play the melody to Deck the Halls. Ready, Rose? She clapped happily and got ready to sing.
Deck the halls with salt and hunters.
You started smiling at the confused looks on the others' faces.
Impa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to wear jumpers. Impa la 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 la. Don we now our plaid and shotgun. Impa la 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 la. Join me now and we'll have more fun. Impa la 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 la. See the blazing salted grave. Impa la 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 la. The family business is to save. Impa la 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 la. Sexy cars and fallen angels. Impa la 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 la. Why does nothing rhyme with angel? Impa la 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 la.
She held the last note and high-fived you while Tom only laughed.
Okay. Okay, though, focus.
You rolled your eyes good-naturedly. Boring. Your fingers glided over the keys as you played the first one you remembered.
Sing with me, Mommy, Daddy.
He picked her up and set her on his hip, her head resting on his shoulder.
Silent night, holy night.
They all watched him while you sang, smiling knowingly at the way you looked at each other and how fit Tom was for parenthood. Your voices mixed perfectly, creating a beautiful harmony while the soft notes of the piano echoed around the room. Your fingers played subconsciously, for your focus was solely on the two people in front of you. It wasn't the first time that you thought of your future or what would happen when this was all over, but this time seemed more meaningful. You thought about Sunday dinners and going to church together, matching outfits and photos littering the house, holidays spent together surrounded by loved ones, movie nights with more than just two people, falling asleep with someone holding you, waking up to the sight of his gorgeous face, going to recitals, career days, and parent-teacher conferences together. Have a house full of children to love and cherish. Have someone by your side all the time. Your fingers came to a stop once the song was over, a feeling of overwhelming love and affection taking over you.
Can we watch the Grinch, please?
Bless Millie's little heart. Nikki kissed Millie's head softly as to not wake her up, kissing her son goodbye afterwards, doing her best not to jostle the little one too much. Take care, children. I'll see you on Sunday. You hugged her goodbye for the third time that night, Dom and Patty starting to look quite impatient in the car. She got in the car, and you stayed in the doorway with Tom until the taillights disappeared.
Let's get her to bed, yeah?
You nodded and walked hand in hand to your daughter's bedroom. Tom sat down on the bed and took her sunglasses off, followed by her shoes. Meanwhile, you searched her closet for a clean pair of PJs and walked over to them. You worked flawlessly as a team to get her changed and in bed without waking her up. You turned on her nightlight and stayed for a few more minutes, just watching her sleep before a particularly big yawn made Tom pull you away. He led you to his room, and you went about your usual routine, poking each other in the ribs while washing your teeth, getting teased endlessly by Tom because of your night routine, refusing to sleep in anything but a shirt of his.
Best Christmas ever.
You smiled at his remark and cuddled closer to him on the bed so you can kiss him freely. Agreed.
Good night, Starlight.
Night, Tommy.
We're back!
Millie ran out of the kitchen and into the foyer where Tom was holding her precious boxes of ballet clothing so she could look exactly like a ballerina.
The leotard and the slippers are pink, the tights are white, and we have an array of new bows that we can use to decorate your bun, he announced proudly, and the little girl squealed, jumping into his arms and littering his face with kisses, thanking him repeatedly. How's everything going?
He picked up the 2 bags with his spare hand and walked to the kitchen with Millie briefing him on the situation, while Haz put the dance stuff in the cleaning room so Mrs. Tulane can clean them when her vacation ends.
Well, Uncle Sam's almost done with the food. Uncle Harry got hurt while putting up the fairy lights, so now he's in the living room putting ice on his foot and blowing up balloons for our spot.
Typical.
She shrugged in agreement and started listing things once again.
Patty, Nana, and Glenda got here a while ago, so Nana's helping set the table, and the boys are fixing up the playground.
Since so many children would be coming today, you had the idea to make a whole new theme for them. The kids' table was covered in white paper with crayons arranged neatly in little jars so they could draw while they ate. Balloons decorated the entire area, a bouncy castle, per Millie's request, was to be set up at any moment, and the new swings and slides he bought were going to be great for entertaining.
Mommy's making sure everyone's ready, but she was waiting for you to get here so she could get ready.
Great. Well, let's put her out of her misery.
He greeted Sam on his way to the backyard, not bothered by the fact that his brother completely ignored him in favor of organizing the tiny appetizers. Hugged his mom briefly so she could go back to properly arranging the napkins, waved at his dad and brother, cringing permanently because one of them was definitely going to fall off the ladder if they didn't pay attention to what they were doing, and finally pulled you towards him once he reached the table you were bent over.
Hey, pretty girl.
Oh, good you're here. Well, that's not the greeting he was waiting for. I've got everything organized, so all you need to do is put up the bouncy castle as soon as it arrives in the designated space. You pointed at the empty spot in the middle of the kids' playing area. And then tie the balloons on the slides and swing for decoration. Millie and I will get ready. Thanks, babe. Bye! You took the little girl from his arms and left, leaving him gaping in place.
Didn't even give me a kiss. Oi, stop pouting, you twat. I'm done with the balloons.
What do you think? You did a little twirl in front of your daughter, showing off your outfit. You had put on your shoes only moments before and made sure to close your eyes a bit so you could showcase the glittery makeup you were wearing. Your daughter nodded in approval.
Our hair matches.
You twirl a strand of her hair between your fingers and poked her nose. Okay, we need to get back down, so... A knock interrupted you, Tom opening the door a few seconds later, already dressed.
Oh wow, did an angel break into my house? Where's my daughter?
You smiled brightly, realizing that it was the first time Tom had called her his daughter.
Daddy, it's me.
No, that can't be it. You can't be this pretty.
But I am.
She sing-songed the last word, and he put his hand on his hips. I think I'm gonna have to keep you locked up in here for a little while longer. You're gonna kill everyone with your beauty. She shrugged noncommittally and made grabby hands towards him so he could pick her up. He did so and walked over to you. You look gorgeous, by the way, and I can't believe you're mine. But I'm so happy you are, and I'm gonna be bragging about it to everyone that cares to listen. Which will be a lot. Since I'm their boss, they always listen. You shook your head with a smile and pecked him softly, ignoring his whine. I quite like my lipstick, thank you, so that's all you're gonna get. But baby... You pulled his wrist towards you and looked at his gold Rolex so you could see what time it was. Guess we'll be getting here at any moment. Let's go. Ever since his parents' mobs first united, they had created a tradition. A big New Year's party for all their employees and their families so they could bond and everyone had somewhere to go on the holiday. It wasn't mandatory, obviously, but most of them chose to come anyway. Tom had organized them 2 years after he took over the mob. The party's getting progressively better, but nothing was quite as perfect as the one you organized. The food was exquisite thanks to Sam. The children were having the time of their lives. Millie made a lot of new friends. And the adults were all mesmerized by the simple yet elegant way the backyard was decorated. You even bought little plastic stoppers for any who were wearing thin heels so they wouldn't sink into the grass. It was by far the best New Year's party since the tradition started, and he'd never been more proud to call you his. Star, come here for a sec, please. Want you to meet someone. You excused yourself from your conversation with Zendaya and Jacob and took Tom's hand, letting him lead you towards a sharply dressed man and a strawberry blonde woman who, in your humble opinion, looked like the epitome of perfection. Star, me are Dr. Robert, and his wife, aka partner in fixing us up, Gwyneth. It's a pleasure to meet you, Star. Tom's told us a lot about you. You were starstruck for a moment because, good lord, she even sounded like a goddess. But quickly put yourself together and answered their greetings with praise of your own, thanking them for keeping your boyfriend safe all these years. I should probably go check up on Lexi, make sure she hasn't commandeered the swings for herself. The woman cringed, her husband following suit. That reminds me, I left Ty unattended. Tom shrugged. He's probably playing with Pat. Both their eyes widened comically. Oh no. The couple excused themselves, splitting up to go after their children, and you let out a huge breath. They look like gods, they sound like gods, they act like gods, they're gods, and I'm freaking out, holy heavens above. You shook his arm excitedly. I want to reach that level of perfection. They're even classier than your mum, and I thought that was impossible. He laughed at the fact that you were fangirling over his doctor until Dom's voice sounded over the speakers, announcing that the fireworks would start soon. You picked up Millie on your way to the emptier part of the field, where Sam was in charge of lighting up the fireworks. Harry's still pissed, but you didn't want to spend New Year's at the hospital, so let him pout, and stood with your boyfriend as the crowd chanted together. 10! Sam lit up the trail. 9! He ran back so he could join you. 8! You looked around. 7! Your new family surrounded you. 6! Every single one of Tom's employees fit so perfectly, like patchwork slightly misfit family. 5! This was your life now. 4! Sunday dinners and weekly movie nights. 3! End of the year parties with the people that protect you. 2! A family that love you unconditionally. 1! Tom took your hand, and you turned towards each other. Happy New Year! Fireworks erupted inside and out as you took your first step into the new year with your family by your side. Happy New Year, Tommy. Happy New Year, Starlight.
Happy New Year, Mommy and Daddy.
Happy New Year's, baby.